Qatar Airways has announced a partnership with local airline Airlink. This announcement was made during a briefing held at the Cape Town International Airport today. The partnership will see the Middle East airline expand its regional footprint in Sub-Saharan Africa. Let's go live to Cape Town International Airport now. Bring in our reporter Ahmed Kajee to the standing just next to one of those aircraft. Ahmed, how exactly will this partnership work?
Yes, typically what we are understanding with this particular partnership is to ensure, at least from Qatar Airways side, that their regional footprint in and around Sub-Saharan Africa increases. What we also do understand coming out from Qatar Airways is that they have expanded more than 8 routes in and across the African continent over the last year or so, also reaching up to pre-pandemic levels with regards to air traffic. They have also seen a $1.5 billion profit in the 2021-2022 financial year as well. In terms of the aircraft behind me, this is a new Boeing 777 aircraft with the new livery over here. That's the new artwork which would be on the aircraft. It is 25 years since the launch of Qatar Airways, which was at the time just a regional aircraft carrier in the United Arab Emirates. It is now a leading aviation airline in and across the globe, flying to multiple destinations across each continent and obviously to South Africa, to Johannesburg, to Cape Town, as well as various other routes in and across the continent, including Nigeria as well as Mozambique. Joining me right now is Fuad Kunai. Fuad, thanks for your time today. You obviously the Southern Africa manager for Qatar Airways. What was the reason for this partnership with Airlink?
Yeah, thanks, Ahmed. See, there's two ways to look at it. There's always two sides, to the coin. There's an immediate concern and an immediate win-win. On both sides of the Qatar Airways partnership as well as the Airlink partnership, it frees, simple economic terms, 10,000 seats, from the Airlink catchment points, tapping into the Qatar Airways network. And obviously the converse part of it, would be the 160 Qatar Airways destinations, linking into one of the best networks in the Southern Africa region, which is Airlinks. Anything going from St. Helens to Skukuza to Maputo, to Mozambique, to Madagascar. So the win-wins are immediate. But I think that if you want to look at it from the longer-term perspective, Ahmed, it's a combination of a philosophy that has been part of the Qatar Airways DNA, that defines who we are, what we have been over the last 25 years of our existence, and which is tapping into the power of partnerships. Like has been defined over the COVID, events, keeping a network alive, keeping seats flying into Southern Africa, into South Africa, opening other points of a network, keeping people in their jobs, keeping the trade alive and active, tourism in and out, brings us to that other side of our evolution, which is linked to the partnerships. Make sure that, when we win, our partners also win, and that it's a vice versa proposition.
How important then is the Southern African market for Qatar Airways?
Very much so, very much so. I mean, if I would look at within the Southern Africa markets within an Africa context, we already half of the Qatar Airways passenger and revenue contributions, for the African continent within the Qatar Airways network. But it's not only that. It's also that. As we realize, it all links up to the geography. Those are markets that are 12, 13, 14 hours away from their main source markets, whether the Northern Hemisphere, European, American, and Asian. And those are markets that are underserviced. So I think we do a very important utilitarian service. As you know, the reality has been part of the picture as well. We started operations to Luanda last year, Harare in Zimbabwe, Lusaka in Zambia, adding to our South Africa and Mozambique operations. And we have just relaunched our operations after a 1-year hiatus. to Windhoek last Saturday. So to answer your questions very simply, very important and very strategically relevant.
Fuad Karim, thanks very much for your time today. That's Fuad Kunya from the Qatar Southern African management team. Today, just to wrap up, Tembekile, the partnership between Qatar Airways and Airlink announced this morning here at the Cape Town International Airport. Various regional routes which wouldn't normally be operated by Qatar Airways will then be serviced by Airlink. That partnership being strategically important within the aviation sector. We have also seen Delta Airlines and United Airlines from the United States now doing direct flights to Cape Town International Airport, as well as Lufthansa also announcing earlier this year that they will be flying into South Africa. So in terms of the recovery within the aviation sector, within the travel sector, South Africa is a major destination for these airlines. And as you heard, Africa is a major part for these airlines to form part of their recovery and to also ensure that their strategic operations commercially will continue heading into the next few years. Tembekile.
Kajee, live from Cape Town International Airport. Thank you.